So Amazon Canada's Prime Big Deal Days is one of the best sales of the year to find the best deals on tech. Here's some of the very best deals I found this year on tech and gadgets from brands I already know and trust. First, this projector, which can be streamed to directly from your phone, has high-end features like auto keystone and is so cheap I almost didn't even believe the deal was real. Then this Amazon Alexa smart speaker and smart bulb is the perfect smart home starter kit. The bundle deal for both devices is cheaper than just the smart bulb is by itself usually. Then these Anker wireless headphones and Bluetooth speakers are some of the best value options in the market, even when they're not on a huge deal like they are right now. One of my favorite battery banks with built-in cables and high capacity is the cheapest I've ever seen it. Then my favorite battery bank for traveling, which magnets on the back of your phone and charges it wirelessly, is also on deal. This card that works exactly like an AirTag, but it fits in your wallet and it's rechargeable. Then one of my recent favorite pickups, this under-desk walking pad, is the cheapest I've ever seen it for Amazon Prime Big Deal Days. And if you need a robot vacuum, the Eufy C10 has high-end features like auto empty and room mapping. It is an absolute steal of a deal at the Prime Big Deal Days price. And then lastly, these high-quality, high-output phone chargers that include a cable are cheaper than most people are going to spend on coffee. This is assigned to replace your old slow phone chargers. I've got all of these deals and more linked in the list down below for Amazon Canada's Prime Big Deal Days from October 7th to the 10th. If you're looking for any deals on tech, right now is your time to jump on them. Here's a no BS list of all of the best tech and gadget deals for Amazon Canada's Prime Big Deal Days. Steal the wholesale Amazon Alexa smart speaker and Wi-Fi smart bulb bundle. The bundle's cheaper than the bulb normally alone is by far. This will probably sell it quick. And this 5-pack of micro SD cards is cheaper than a single card normally is. My favorite device is this label maker that connects to your phone. Is cheaper than most people's coffee order. These AA batteries that recharge via USB-C. The discount price is the same price as normal AA batteries. This portable monitor for your laptop that's great for working from home or cafes is the cheapest I've ever seen it. Same goes for this under-desk walking pad. I have this one specifically and it's the cheapest I've ever seen it by a decent margin. Huge discounts on Apple products for all the new ones that were just released. AirPods Pro 2 are the cheapest they've ever been. Apple Watch SE is the cheapest it's ever been by far. And a bunch of deals on iPads as well. If you need Apple products, now's the time. This high capacity battery bank with a bunch of built-in cables is cheap. This projector will also probably sell it. It has high-end features. You can stream to it from your phone and it's under $100. This is basically an AirTag that works with the Apple ecosystem, but it's shaped like a card and it's rechargeable and it's really cheap right now. The whole Blink security camera ecosystem has 50% off on a bunch of different bundles, whether you get the doorbell or the indoor camera. These fully wireless headphones from Anker have insane performance and are unimaginably cheap right now. And same goes for this Bluetooth speaker. You can find all of these in the list down below. This is one of the best times for Canadians to score deals on tech. Here is a super niche but super useful iPhone tip for anybody that travels a lot. Super simple. Go to your settings, scroll down, go to general, scroll down, then go to keyboard. And text replacement at the top here, click the plus at the top right. Then under shortcuts, you're going to type exclamation mark, PP. This is for passport. And then under phrase, you're going to want to grab your passport and enter your passport number. Then hit save, and that's literally it. Now, whenever you're checking for a flight and need your passport number, instead of having to go grab it, you just type exclamation mark, PP, and then you have it right there, ready to go. You can also use this for your Nexus number, airline loyalty number. It saved me a bunch of time, and I hope it saves you time too. So I genuinely think that this place is one of the coolest physical spaces that exists in the world, at least if you're a huge nerd like I am. And I was somehow lucky enough to see it in person. It's kind of niche and obscure though, so here's my best shot at explaining it. So rewind to a few weeks ago. I was at Apple's headquarters for the new iPhone launch, which is cool enough as it is, but they decided to take me to some of the back-end engineering warehouses where they actually develop some of the Apple tech. Now, they showed me a few really cool things, but I'll jump right to the one I showed you in the intro so I'm not being clickbaity. Okay, so the warehouse we were in was super niche. It was absolutely huge, but that whole warehouse was just dedicated to developing the antennas on the Apple Watch. Now, I know antennas sound like a simple thing, but when you think about all the different wireless stuff that happens on the Apple Watch, GPS, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, cellular, all in a tiny little package, all of them interfering with each other, it's a Herculean thing to engineer. The space I was showing you is this huge box that's in the middle of the warehouse, and this thing is basically a huge GPS simulation chamber. So the box itself is totally isolated from all outside radio waves. Those are these foam spikes that you see everywhere. No Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular, GPS can get into this box, so it's kind of a dead zone inside by default. But where the real magic happens are these weird looking turret things that are all around the space on the ground and in the sky. These are actually antennas, and what they do is they simulate GPS satellites. So in the real world, every GPS satellite has its own ID, so when your phone connects to it, it knows exactly which satellite it is. And your phone is able to tell how far away that satellite is based on how long the signal takes to bounce back and forth, and that's how it tells your location. Here's the insane part. This big array of antennas can be individually programmed to simulate any satellite IDs and any response times. By doing this, they're able to replicate the satellite orientation that your phone sees of literally anywhere in the world. This means at a flick of a switch, they can make it so your phone, standing in this room, thinks you're at a very specific set of coordinates in Africa, or Paris, or Canada, or whatever, all by changing what radio waves are broadcasting out of those antennas. If you walk into this chamber when you have your Apple Find My on, it's gonna show up to your friends and family that you are wherever those antennas are deciding to put you. I just find this so cool. They use it to test the accuracy of their GPS antennas in the watch to make sure they're working effectively. They actually had this watch demo set up in the middle of the room so we could see exactly how they'd actually run the test in the real world. It was so sick. We got to see a whole bunch of other really cool stuff too, like these radio anechoic chambers where they develop the initial antennas and then see how they respond to being worn near the human body. All this to develop the Apple Watch, specifically the Series 11 that I just picked up and I've been super happy with. In all honesty, there's not a ton of changes from the the Series 10 I had before, but the battery life is significantly longer, which has been hugely noticeable. It has way better sleep tracking. And then the big one on the health side, hypertension monitoring, which can help identify blood pressure issues. When it was announced, the hypertension stuff wasn't going to be available in Canada, but it literally just got approved in Canada, so it should be rolling out shortly, which I'm super excited for because it was one of the main reasons I picked this up. I'll stop talking, but I was just so fascinated by that satellite room and the fact that they were able to do that. Maybe it's just me, and maybe I'm like so deep down the nerd rabbit hole and only I think it's cool, but let me know what you guys' thoughts are in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.